Hey, I bought you a drink. I know. Will you at least have a sip of it? I know it's difficult, but you need to look after yourself as well, okay? Okay. Listen, can I say something? I know, that's why I'm asking. I don't want to overload you with anything, and I don't want to, I don't want to start a conversation you're not ready for. You are, okay. I don't know how to phrase this. I'm really sorry. Well, let's start with the basics. I'm really sorry. I know it's nothing to do with me. I know that. But that doesn't stop the fact that I feel for you. Losing someone close to you it's not a small thing, okay? It's not small. It's not something you can brush under the carpet. It's not something that you can recover from immediately, especially in these circumstances. So, I'm sorry. And I'm here for you. I will sit with you in silence if that's what you need. I will sit with you and chat if that's what you need. I will shower you in all the snacks you could possibly want. I will leave you alone if that's what you want. Whatever you need right now, I will give to you and more. All right? That's the first thing. The second thing, I've lost family before, particularly over the last 2 years. So I have an inkling of how you're feeling, but I'll never know exactly how you're feeling. I couldn't possibly, all right? But this sense of not being able to say goodbye, may I give you a suggestion? Because I genuinely feel that there is still a chance to say goodbye. There is always a chance to say goodbye, and you can do it on your terms. I'm gonna suggest one of two actions, okay? Depending on, what your preference is. I'm gonna suggest that when you're ready, we sit down together or you sit down alone, and 1, you write a letter. Or 2, I leave my phone or even your phone on the table in front of you with the voice recorder on, and you just speak. Because sometimes being able to say what you want to say, either by writing it or saying out loud, sometimes that's all we need. And I know you won't see them again, but there is no reason why you can't say what you want to say. And the only reason I suggest this is because when my paternal grandmother died, I was too late to get to her. I was too late to see her. She was in hospital and I couldn't get halfway across the country to where she was. So I went to the funeral and, I did what my family do. I sang at the gravesite, a cappella gospel, would you believe it? I know. And I took my turn with the shovel to fill in the plot. And I spoke some poetry, sang some more. And then I went home and cried a lot. I cried because she would never meet her new great-grandchildren. I cried that her great-grandchildren would never meet her. I cried that I wouldn't be able to tell her more stories, that I wouldn't be able to eat her fruitcake again. Especially now that I'm old enough to handle the rum content. My goodness. Yeah, she was... I really shouldn't have been eating those cakes before I turned 18. But I did that. And I realised that I needed to, I don't know, exercise it or something. So I just talked. I sat quietly in my study and I just talked as if she was there. And I told her everything. I told her everything I wanted to tell her. I told her I'd miss her. And once I'd done all that, I said goodbye. And it still hurts. Of course it does, but I felt better afterwards. I didn't write it down. I didn't record it. You know, there's no record of what I said except for what's in my own memory. But I like to believe she heard me and that she said goodbye too. And it helped more than anything I'd done up to that point. Yeah, sorry. I didn't mean to, I didn't mean to come in with my pain, but I can talk about this because I feel better. I'm hurting, obviously, and the pain reduces with time, but saying goodbye is really important. And I really do feel that there's always time to do that, if you allow yourself time to do so. Hey, I love you too. Yeah, sorry. I'll get a tissue. But first, tell me, what would you like to do?